Welcome to the Helio-X universe. Belt 4, known as the Radiation Belt, 2272, the most dangerous sector in the asteroid belt, a place most miners avoid, a place one man was about to change forever. Doogie Howell, third-generation belter, born in the belt, raised in the belt, made his living in the belt. He knew every rock, every radiation pocket, every dangerous corridor between here and Jupiter. He was good at his job, good enough to survive places that killed better men. What he wasn't good at was listening to scientists. Dr. Ellie and Doogie Howell had crossed paths more times than either of them could count. Belt stations, docking bays, supply stops between nowhere and somewhere. She was always there with a theory. He was always there with a deadline.
Belt 4, Doogie. Nobody goes to Belt 4. What are you thinking?
Doctor, if I did not know any better, I would think you cared about me or something. Besides, not many miners have one of these babies. I sure got lucky on that slot machine.
She had been telling him about aliens for years. He had been saying no for just as long. Neither of them had said the other thing. The thing that sat between every conversation like an asteroid nobody wanted to navigate around. She stepped forward and hugged him. He didn't expect it. Neither did she.
If you find any aliens out there, give me a call.
The Xelon Dust class 4 Helio-X shielded asteroid mining vessel. The finest independent mining ship money could buy. Helio-X powered shields rated for deep belt radiation, advanced scanner arrays, high-powered forward lights, built for the places nobody else would go. Doogie had the credits for it after a remarkable night at the Xelon Dust Casino on Hestia Station. Some said he was lucky. Maybe he was. Maybe luck had nothing to do with it. He studied the belt maps for 3 days before he committed. The radiation belt. The anomalous readings had been there for years. Density signatures that didn't match any known asteroid composition. Old scanners couldn't make sense of them. His new scanners could. Everyone else saw danger, Doogie thought to himself. That large mass there. If that is one asteroid, it will be massive. Maybe big enough to miner claim it. I see an opportunity. He set course to the large mass in the radiation belt. No crew, no backup. The way belters have always done it when the job is dangerous enough that you don't want anyone else's life on your hands. Just him, his ship, and the best shields money could buy. Well, that may be a slot machine jackpot could buy. The radiation belt hit him like a wall. Asteroid fields denser than anything in the inner belt. Rock tumbling in every direction. Gaps that closed without warning. His shields lit up amber. Helio-X energy absorbing everything the belt threw at him. Outside, the radiation readings climbed toward lethal. Inside the ship, he was fine. The Class 4 was earning every credit he put into it. The radiation meter outside was redlining. Levels that would kill an unshielded ship in minutes. His Helio-X shields held at full strength. The only thing standing between Doogie Howell and a very bad day was a Xelon Dusk energy barrier and whatever luck he had left over from that casino. He pushed deeper. Then the scanner did something it had never done before. The reading that came back didn't match rock, didn't match ice, didn't match anything in any database he had ever seen. Dense, impossibly dense, and enormous. He sat there staring at it for a full minute. Then he smiled. Doogie says to himself, "Sweet mother of God, that's the biggest rock I've ever seen in my life." He pointed the ship toward it and hit the throttle. It was the largest asteroid he had ever seen up close. Ancient, pitted with billions of years of impact craters, dark and still. It filled his viewport completely. Edge to edge, top to bottom. Something about it felt wrong in a way he couldn't quite name. too regular in places, too deliberate. He told himself it was the scanner playing tricks. He kept moving toward it. Then he saw it. A massive, collapsed opening in the asteroid's surface. Ancient rubble and debris partially blocking what must have once been an enormous cavity. Something had caused a catastrophic impact from the inside long ago. The asteroid itself was fractured, great cracks running from the opening in every direction. Whatever hit this rock hit it hard. His scanner readings were strongest right there. He had another reason to go in too. Deep rock shields radiation. Every belter knows it. 2 good reasons. He went in. The canyon opened up as he pushed through the collapsed entrance. Vast. Far larger than anything the outside suggested. Enormous walls of fractured ancient rock rising in every direction. The debris from the impact was everywhere. Boulders the size of buildings, twisted rock formations, ancient rubble that hadn't been disturbed in billions of years. His radiation readings dropped the moment the rock closed around him. He pushed his forward lights to maximum and moved deeper into the dark. Then his radiation meter did something the rock alone couldn't explain. It didn't just drop. It hit 0. Not low. 0. Something ahead was absorbing every particle of radiation that made it through the asteroid. His Helio-X shields power down automatically. Nothing left to shield against. Rock shields radiation. But rock doesn't absorb it completely. Nothing geological does that. His hands tightened on the controls. He kept going anyway. His lights hit something. Not rock. The beam landed on a surface, and his brain took a full second to process what he was seeing. Smooth in places, but torn and buckled in others. Massive impact damage running along the hull like wounds that never healed. Sections crushed completely. Sections that had held, somehow, against 2.3 billion years of pressure and debris. Whatever this was, it had hit this asteroid with extraordinary force. And whatever it was made of, enough of it had survived to tell the story. He brought his lights up to full and moved them slowly along the hull. Near the impact point, the damage was severe. Sections buckled and buried where the bow had driven into the asteroid rock at catastrophic velocity. But as his lights traveled further along the surface, something extraordinary revealed itself. Hull that was intact. Completely intact. Smooth and whole and vast, stretching away from the impact zone as far as his lights could reach. The further from the impact, the better it looked. The Aethan had built something that could take the worst the universe could throw at it and survive. This ship wasn't a wreck. It was damaged. There was a difference, and that difference meant everything. He pulled back as far as the canyon allowed, and it hit him, really hit him. This was not human. No human hand built this. No human mind designed these curves, these proportions, this scale. Humanity had found trace evidence of alien life, fossils in Martian rock, whispers in geological surveys, a metal fragment nobody could explain. But this was something else entirely. This was a civilization that had crossed the galaxy, that had mastered technologies humanity was only beginning to understand, that had built something so extraordinary it had survived 2.3 billion years in an asteroid canyon and was still, mostly, intact. Every person who had ever looked up at the stars and wondered if something else was out there, they were right. They had always been right. And Doogie Howell, third-generation belter, slot machine winner, terrible flirt, was the first human being to know it for certain. He floated in the silence for a very long time. He suited up. He had to stand in front of it, not through instruments, not through viewports, in person. He cycled through the airlock and pushed off into the canyon. No radiation. Complete silence. Just ancient wreckage and one man floating in the dark with his suit lights on. He turned to face it. The alien hull filling everything. Above him, below him, left and right as far as his lights reached. 2.3 billion years old. Bigger than anything humanity had ever built. And he was the only person in the universe who knew it was here. He didn't move for a long time. He just floated, breathing, looking, thinking about every choice that had led him to this exact moment, in this exact canyon, on this exact day. The slot machine, the maps, the crevice, the darkness, all of it leading here, to this.
Ellie, you need to come out here.
Doogie, I am not that bloody crazy.
No, really, you need to come out here.
He transmitted the image. 10 seconds of silence. The longest 10 seconds of his life.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I love you, Doogie Howell. I knew they were real. Yes. Yes, please come get me now. I will be ready at the spaceport. Come. Hurry. Hurry.
He went and got her. He brought the ship in slow so she could see it the way he had seen it, emerging from the darkness one section at a time. He watched her face more than he watched the ship. He had already seen the ship. They had been circling each other for years. Wrong time. Wrong priorities. Standing in front of something 2.3 billion years old has a way of making almost feel like a very long time to wait. The story of what they found inside that ship, the technology, the message, the truth about where humanity stands in a galaxy full of ancient wars and older civilizations, that story is Europa Explorer, coming from Lozak Gaming. The Helio-X universe. 4 games. 1 connected story. Red Reconquest. Available now on Steam. Belter Alliance. Europa Explorer. Helio-X Ascendancy. Coming soon from Lozak Gaming.